Yeah. Uh,
Topper,
yeah.
uh, it's a couple minutes later, and Chris Ryan runs over. He goes, "Dude, is she still here?"
Uh, yeah. Yeah, she is.
What happened to your eyes?
Topper's like squinting, trying to keep him open. He goes, it's nothing. It's nothing.
You sure, man? You don't look too good.
Okay, since you insist, you keep fucking trying to get it out of me. I came over here to talk to her, or at least, get something signed, and guess who was here? You'll never be able to guess.
Dee Dee.
What?
Yeah, Dee Dee. Dee Dee should be here. I told
I,
him too.
I what? No, not Didi. No, he's not here. Well, I haven't seen him, but
He
no,
sees
Ferdinand.
you.
Yeah, I don't see him.
And he goes, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, Ferdinand was here, and he was, I'm pretty sure, talking shit about the team. And whenever I showed up, trying to act buddy buddy, and then got me in trouble in front of her. You know how embarrassing it is to have her talk down to you in front of everyone?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. If she talked down to me, I wouldn't be standing still. Let me just say that right now.
I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna continue. But she said the only way to like solve it was rock paper scissors, and I won. And Ferdinand's a little pussy, so he hit me in the eyes.
Did you win with
He
rocks?
poked me in the eyes. Yeah, I did win with Rocky, and he lost with scissors, so he poked me in the eyes.
So what I'm hearing is you're a rock thrower.
I, I just, I couldn't think. Damn,
No, no,
Chris, really?
it's
That was
good.
not the whole point of the
Look,
story.
man, it's good that you won because now we know he only throws scissors.
That's true,
Now we know
idiot.
that that dumbass is a scissor thrower. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
I also.
Why does he not? Whatever. What were you about to say?
Oh, I got her number.
Huh?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I got this. He like reaches into his back pocket and pulls out the card, and he like hands it to Ryan. He's like, "Look, she gave me her number."
Ryan looks at the card, looks at you,
Oh,
looks at
oh,
the card.
God. Otto's like nodding. Mhm.
You can see that he's weighing the options of running away from you.
What? On top frantically grabs for the card,
He hands it
tackle
back
him
to
to the
you.
ground. He snatches it away, puts it in his back pocket. Shit,
Look, man, I'm. She's my hero.
bro, I can just give it to you. We're buddies. You don't have to try to steal it.
Also, dude, look. Yeah, you're right. We're buddies. We're buddies.
What are you about to say? Hold on a minute. Why'd you stutter?
Look, man.
Do you do you
He
not
puts
think
his
we're
hand on
buddies?
your shoulder. I don't think we're
He
buddies.
touches,
I think we're
touches his hand on my
friends.
shoulders. Friends?
Friends.
Okay.
He hugs you.
Ah! Sorry. On top hugs him and gives him that good pat on the back. You know what I'm talking about?
He pats your back too.
And then he backs up and he puts his hands on his shoulders and goes, yeah! Yeah! He like pats his shoulders still.
He goes, all right. He turns around and you both notice that the Hall of Famer is gone.
Oh.
And that
Hey
on the
man.
stage is a very small, very small, barely noticeable calling card. We took her the Titan Arm Troglodytes.
Whoa!
The Titan Arm Troglodytes is a baseball team that is known for being dog shit.
Aw.
And they just kidnapped her.
Huh? I swear to God, she was right there.
Do-
I turned around for 2 seconds and she's gone.
Chris picks up the calling card and hands it to you.
I pick it up. I want to investigate, look at it harder.
Think
I'm staring.
Think it through roll.
My thinkitude is 2.
All right, fantastic.
How many dice do I roll?
2.
2? Alright. Simple as that. I rolled a 4 and a 3.
4 and a 3.
Yeah, 4 and a 3.
You
I don't know shit.
you don't know shit.
Yes, sir.
He goes, so? You get anything?
He hands the card back to Chris. He goes, "You try."
Oh, do you want me to roll for him?
Yeah. You do the work.
Okay. Jess, you're never gonna believe this.
Oh my God. What did you roll?
666.
Oh my God, Chris, you're so smart. I go big ol' kiss. I'm kidding. Just
He looks at the card and he goes, dude, the troglodytes suck. How did they get her?
I don't know. I didn't even hear anything.
Dude, we played a perfect game against the troglodytes.
Ah, yeah, we did. Fuck them guys.
Fuck those
But
guys.
how did they get her? Yeah.
I
Didn't
don't-
see them.
I have no idea. And he's looking at it and he goes, this was written in crayon.
What? On Top looks and goes, "Holy shit, yeah, you're right." What color?
Red crayon.
Ew. They even do brown?
Misspelled their own name.
How do they do?
Okay.
Chris, I think this is the end. How the hell did we let them win?
Let's.
I guess we should kill ourselves. I'm kidding.
Don't you have like a detective buddy you can ask about this? He needs to take a missing persons case, yeah?
On Top thinks for a second, goes, "Oh yeah, Canada, yeah, I do know someone." I don't know if he'll do this. He's kind of busy.
Oh, well, shit, I
with
guess.
other things. I mean, he's a real detective, so he has like real. I mean, I'm not saying this isn't like a real job, but
I
like,
mean, you know what?
do it.
He pats his hand.
Yeah.
He pats your shoulder, and goes, "A Chris and Topper adventure. Let's get her back."
Oh my God, yeah, yeah, let's go. He like puts his hand out for a dab.
He does.
Grab my yeah, it's crisp.
The fucking predator handshake.
Yes.
And he goes, all right, we gotta find clues. And then you see cartoon style footprints leading off to where they went.
Oh my God.
And he goes, awesome. They went that way. And he starts following it.
I follow him.
We cut back to Robits.
So glad that went well.
Yup.
This is, by the way, I hope you are enjoying this session. This has been a lot of fun to write.
I'm having a silly old time.
As you are walking, I'd imagine you're walking towards the food court.
Quiet.
And quiet.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess it was because away from the mic, I was like talking. But yeah, anytime we like switched characters, I always imagined it being like the GTA 5.
Pan up and then pan over to them.
Yeah. Still.
That's good. Uh,
Okay. Yeah. Right.
I imagine you're like walking towards the food court.
Yes.
By this point, you do see Ferdinand run past you, and by the time you register it, he's gone.
Why is this motherfucker so goddamn fast?
Sonic.
The
He's a
other
baseball player.
The other thing you see
A
is
bad one.
Doc lifting a sewer grate and dropping a rope down into it. You don't see Topper, but you can assume he's probably in the food court as well. You have a lot of floors to get to if you want to get to this golf store, of which it is simply called Golf Girls Emporium.
Wow. Direct, straight to the point.
It's his dream.
Fuck y'all.
Hey man, I respect it. I
mean-
respect the grind.
Look. Let me tell you something. To anybody watching at home, it's not just goth girls, dog. I just like women. I'm gonna tell you
That's
this.
so real, bro.
That's
That's
real
so
shit,
real.
man. That's real shit.
I
I'm
like
glad you
women.
have
But you put a goth girl in front of you, you fold.
I plead the fifth. But anyways,
As you're walking up the stairs towards the first floor, you see you had a 1 success on your last awareness, or 2?
it was one.
Okay. Out the corner of your eye, you see a alleyway full of dead philosophers. Some of them pinned to the wall by quills, other of them shot, one of which hanging from a grappling hook, one that was cut in half as well. On a 1 success, you see the faint outline of a man standing in the absolute gore of this area.
And he's just standing.
He's just standing there.
All right. I was looking. Look unarmed. Does he look shaken up? Like how's this man looking?
Roll awareness.
Oh, 3 successes, 2 5s, and a 6.
That is amazing. This silhouette is not human. This silhouette has quills coming out its back, quills on its head making eyebrows, golden eyes that stare into what looks to be everywhere, like what looks to be each corpse. In his hand is a revolver that you know Canada has. He has the same revolver as Canada and the same katana as you. Around his neck is a scarf that flows into a cape. Porcupine Man is just standing in this hallway, alleyway, admiring his work. The porcupine he is based on, by the way, is the African bush-tailed porcupine.
I'm gonna punt a porcupine. Not him, but just a porcupine.
But he's standing there.
I was muted, but I have to be just because it's the way of the game. When you said he's just standing there, I went menacingly.
We got
there's
one!
our SpongeBob reference. There's our SpongeBob reference.
too.
Yeah.
Dude, those
I was thinking
claps
the same
sounded,
thing.
those claps sounded like gunshots. Those were really good.
No, they did.
All right.
I'm
He's standing there.
clenching my
Menacingly.
Menacingly.
very hard.
You're doing what now? I'm sorry.
I'm clenching my fist and questioning whether or not we should engage.
He lifts his head up and turns to you and then goes, Robits. It's been far too long, my man.
It's Mr. Robin.
He tilts his head and blood like kind of moves down his eyes. And he goes, "Right, Mr. How's it
You are
been?"
correct. It's been some time since my resignation.
Your illegal resignation, yes? I never signed off on it.
Despite many notices and clear lack of satisfaction with my clear lack of satisfaction with my previous occupation.
He nods and goes, "This is better? Killing people on national TV."
You, in fact, pushed me away and punished me for my excessive demonstration of ability. You said I was too violent for this job.
I did. I said a lot of things. A lot of things I still believe. You were too violent for this job. You were also unprofessional at your job. Also not good with knives or swords.
This once he hears not good with knives or swords, like he gets even angrier. Like it's clearly getting under his skin.
Would you roll Thinkitude for me?
Sure. It's a partial.
1.
Yep.
You hear professional go, "Do you want me to tell you the mutation I can sense from him?"
That would be very useful.
Besides the clear full Therian overhaul that he has a prehensile tail, as well as. And she stops for a moment and goes, "A perfect rip."
What?
As for any other things that I can sense, nothing. But knowing that he has something that could heal him is quite scary.
And I don't even have a complete version of the rip.
I would say that you do have a chance at least harming him in this moment, but proceed with caution.
Understood, ma'am.
She disappears. He looks at you and he points and he goes, "Were you speaking to the doctor again?"
Is there a problem with that?
Dr. Alia has been dead for months. I'm just honestly shocked that you still hear and see her. He's never stopped walking towards you.
I'm just going to stay in the same place. I'm just going to stand still. Not walking away, but not walking towards. Just staying still.
You also see he's gripping his sword in a way that he doesn't see you as a threat.
Now, if I recall correctly, one should not be concerned with the personal and mental practices of their coworkers. It's quite unprofessional.
You are not a coworker. You are a subordinate. You work under me. It is my job as a boss to make sure that all of my employees are at least in the right mental state to continue working. From the looks of it, you are not, and speaking to the dead is quite unprofessional in our line of work. Being a criminal is also very unprofessional.
Anytime professional is used against him, his fist just clenches even harder. Like he's probably vibrating at this point. He's probably like breathing hard. I'm breathing hard. I'm breathing pretty heavy at this point, but it's enough to where you can barely see it. Like only if you look really hard, you'll see it. But
He looks at you
this,
and goes, "Oh, so let's count up all of the unprofessional things you did in your last months with the company. Taking one, being unprofessionally violent towards members of other corporations. 2, choosing your mutations rather than having them selected by me, which," and he looks at you, and then he looks past you and goes, "I can see you still haven't perfected either of," which is another tally against you. "Killing a man on national TV, not commenting on the lovely piece of wall art I put on your wall. Oh, and he holds up the report you gave to Murder Mommy. Not in MLA format. Despicable." But, and he folds the paper and tosses it up and cuts it in half and goes, "I am a forgiving man. And I am here to offer you your job back so that you are not a criminal anymore. And I don't have to hunt you down like the rat you are."
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, sir, but I'm currently employed and working quite well with very full benefits with a respectable group of coworkers, with a boss who seems to know my talents far more than you.
You're.
So,
Are you turning
I'd
this
like,
down?
I am saying I am satisfied with my current line of work.
As you say this, Professional appears again and goes, "I've identified another." And she goes,
And that is
"Perfected," and then time stops.
no.
You gotta stop messing with time with Mike. It's going to give him PTSD.
Time resumes, and your left arm falls off.
Oh my god. He's gonna kill you.
A just absolute rush of blood spills onto the tile. Porcupine Man is behind you, and he's pointing down at Canada and Doc, and he goes, "Are those some of your coworkers?" Is that another one? And he points to Topper.
This conference is between you and I.
This conference is between a corporation that I am a part of and a corporation that seems to be opposing me.
Isn't that a conflict of interest?
I'm not interested in your company. I'm interested in you three. I'm also interested in the mutations that you stole from my company. I'm interested in the injection that you stole from my company. The weaponry you stole from my company. And you couldn't even perfect any of them. He picks up your arm and tosses it over the railing.
Yet somehow, you spend more time with, as in your words, an incompetent, unprofessional, imperfect employee, rather than building someone to replace me.
I've already
What?
found your replacement. She told me you would be in Iana. You spoke with my daughter, Chameleon, right?
She said that I have.
You're not very bright, are you? Another thing you need to work on. Oh, I'm a forgiving man. And he looks at you, and he goes, I also hired someone who also has a perfected version of adrenal siphon. Her name is Mary. I hope you two get along.
Wait a fucking minute. God damn it.
He steps onto the railing, and he looks like he is about to leave. Do you have anything left to say to him?
No, there's nothing left to say.
As he jumps down, roll 1d6. Just straight.
5.
5. All right. That is a good number. Under your mask, 5 fingers fall out.
Ah.
Very calloused hands. Socrates' hands. And as you look up, you see marble. Socrates' body is hanging upside down, pinned by about 15 of Porcupine Man's quills.
They crucified him Peter style.
You see him without his mask. He has blue eyes and white hair pulled up into a bun. You're missing an arm, and Socrates is at least dead for a little bit, for about 5 minutes at least. Unless Porcupine Man has made it to another Christ. This point, too early to tell. As you deal with that, we cut over to Canada.